Hey, and welcome to another Tech Tuesday. This is Chad from Ascension Worship. This week, we're doing a quick product review on the Cable Matters USB over Ethernet adapter.
Hey, what do you say? Yes, it's that time again. It's Tech Tuesday.
All right, this is one side of the adapter. There are two parts to this system, one that will connect to your computer, and then one side that's going to connect to your audio interface. In this case, we are going to be talking about how you can use it as a track rig and connect it to a X32 rack or something similar. It's really, really awesome. So you may have gone on Amazon before and looked at items like this. There's quite a few of them, and a lot of them are made for like a mouse and a keyboard, but they don't really work well with robust USB audio. The cool thing about this one is that it is going to work with that. In fact, I can tell you that because right now, everything that you're hearing me say is coming through 100 foot of Cat5 and then going straight into my computer. So we're going X32. This is where my microphone's plugged in. That is connecting USB into the first part of that adapter. Cat5 into my computer where the other adapter is, and everything you're hearing is being recorded that way, and it's working fantastically. Now, I can tell you, you will start to have problems at 150 feet, and so I would definitely try and stick to 100 foot or less just to make sure it's going to work. So it's not for every situation, but where I like to use it is with a track rig on stage. So maybe you're looking to expand out your track rig and have more options. I know for Ascension Collective, we usually use 8 tracks. Sometimes that can be very expensive to get a USB audio interface that can do 8 or more tracks. Either it's going to have a bunch of things you don't need in it, like preamps and headphone amps, or it's just literally not going to give you as many outs as you need. The cool thing about running this is it's a very simple interface, and you can run up to 32 channels if you're going into something like an X32 rack. Now, the X32 rack is cool because it can replace a stage box. It would give you 16 inputs, and then if you wire it correctly, you can actually have as many as 18 outputs coming from that, and you have the USB connection. Another thing you can use this for is maybe if you have some sort of studio or mobile studio situation. The other day in here, we had 4 people recording in this room, and we needed to be able to send them headphone mixes that were customized to them, and we had very limited amounts of time. So what we did was we took our normal system that's in the other room, we connected in XR18 as well through this cable. That was in this room with musicians. They were able to then use their app and mix their in-ears, and it had no effect on what I was doing in the studio. It was awesome. They were happy. I didn't have to worry about everybody's in-ear mixes, and we were able to save a ton of time. Finally, another really cool thing that you might use this for in your church would be if you're trying to get audio from your digital mixer into another room for your live stream. You can hook one of these up. Again, it has to be 100 feet or less, but then you can send a 2-track. And again, you're not converting from digital to analog back to digital again. It would be all the way through. Or you can hook up a DAW rig and send 32 channels from, say, an X32 into the other room and mix it separately on a DAW. Now, again, the problem is going to be if you need more than 100 feet or if you need more than 32 channels. If that's the case, then you're going to need to spend a little bit more money and get something like the Clark Technic DN9630. It's a terrible name for a device, but it does work really well because it uses AES-50, and so it can go a longer run, and they can send you 48 channels bidirectionally. It is also much more expensive. Last I checked, it was about $660, whereas the Cable Matters that we're talking about today is usually $50 or less. So I would definitely go with Cable Matters if you can get that short cable run to work. If not, you're gonna need to spend a little bit more or send an analog run instead. So I hope that was helpful for somebody out there. If you have any other suggestions for uses for this device or other devices that work even better, please feel free to leave a comment in the YouTube comment section below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. It helps us out with the YouTube algorithm and then allows you to get notifications when new content becomes available. All right, we appreciate you watching. Until next time, have a great week. Again, this is Chad from Ascension Worship. I hope this has been helpful for you and your team. Come back here every Tuesday for new information.